People thought I was crazy for moving here, but it's been the best thing I've done.
I came to Colombia to do something completely different. I was going to be a physical therapist here.
And then just don't worry about the things you can't control.
Hello， 我是小金，欢迎回到我的频道。关注我时间长的朋友们可能知道，我为期6个月的实习马上就要结束啦。那回顾我半年前做出的休学这个决定，也算是让自己走向了人生一个新的岔路口。这半年内卷这个概念在我身边不断出现，我身边也有很多朋友分享过他们因为内卷而感到的一些苦恼。那这个时候我就很好奇，外国人了不了解内卷这个概念，或者说他们身边有没有这样的现象存在呢？首先，我向他们解释了内卷的定义。
This is a concept from anthropology. Originally, it was meant that population growth did not result in growth in productivity or a more advanced economic model.
果不其然，他们全都不知道内卷是什么意思。但是呢，我发现他们都有非常有趣的人生经历。那我们现在一起来看看吧。
Me and two of my friends have owned a motorcycle tour and rental company in Santa Marta, Colombia. Prior to the start of the pandemic, we'd grown the company to 3 offices, 55 motorcycles, and yeah, we were running quite well. We had a team of 12 employees. That started from, we had 4 bikes in 2016, running them out of basically a hostel bar.
To work at a language school, and the job was very demanding. There were a lot of students and it was a chaotic situation. And over time I started accepting private students. So now I only teach students one-on-one. So my schedule is flexible. I make more money than I was making before. And I am able to go on road trips or spend time with my dogs or spend time with my partner.
I studied engineering. My interests are science and anything kind of nerdy. During the pandemic, I discovered online teaching.
刚才大家看到的是我和来自澳大利亚的 Braden、来自美国的 Haley 以及来自英国的 Michael 的沟通内容。那下面我们一起去了解一下他们之前的人生轨迹吧。
I was lucky enough to go to a really nice university in Australia, get that qualification, making all these decisions when I was 17 years old, 18 years old. By the time I was in my mid-20s, realized, well, one, I wasn't enjoying it as much as I thought I would, and that wasn't really what I wanted to spend my life doing.
So I originally moved here for an internship. After I finished that, I came to Rwanda and I got that job offer with the language center, so I decided to stay. It's a lot more relaxed. It's a lot less competitive. I originally planned to be in this region for 6 months.
Yeah, and then now it's 6 years.
Yeah, so things don't always go to plan, but that doesn't mean they're bad necessarily.
So my internal motivation was actually I wanted to learn and to do something about the environment. So if I was just being internally motivated, I should have picked environmental science. But I was thinking about money, about jobs, about the career market. So I picked environmental engineering. And it turns out I didn't really enjoy it as much. And now I'm realizing that actually I enjoy teaching and I'm thinking about becoming a qualified teacher.
大家可以看到，就他们3个都做了非常不一样的事情，并且他们现在在做的事儿和之前自己原本的人生道路是有着非常大的变化和跳跃的。那大家看到这儿，估计会跟我一样特别好奇，他们3个人是如何下定决心做出这样的改变的，或者说为了遵从自己内心的选择，提前做了什么样的准备。
I'd done a lot of traveling sort of in between. Like I went to Europe for about a year. I lived in Peru and Ecuador for about 6 months, doing some physiotherapy things because I mean I was giving up something that I'd planned for several years. Like it took me about 2 years of planning with regards to what my business was going to be, but also in leaving my life in Australia.
通过刚刚 Braden 分享的，我们能看到说，其实还是做了很多准备，有一个很好的计划的。那对于很多人来说，可能学好英语、锻炼好口语，就是需要准备的事情之一。在这儿呢，我想感谢cambly对于本期视频的支持。cambly 是我很久以前就知道的一款来自硅谷的1对1锻炼英语口语的产品。他们的外教老师都是英语母语者，现在居住在世界各地。职业背景也多种多样，无论你是想打好口语基础准备考试，想出国，还是想进行自我提升，都可以去体验 cambly 的服务。他们有电脑、平板和手机端，让你可以随时随地的练习口语。 那大家注册账号，输入我的邀请码，就可以获得15分钟的1对1外教免费体验时间，再加上系统自动赠送的5分钟，一共有20分钟。想要锻炼英语口语的小伙伴们，可以把这个免费的机会好好利用起来。那在这里就推荐给大家。接下来，让我们看看这几个外国人在决定放弃自己之前已经定好的人生轨迹，决定做出崭新的尝试的时候，遇到了什么样的困难吧。
I'd ridden motorcycles my entire life. I'd worked in tourism before. So I had a little bit of experience. For me, the hardest part was already done, like the leaving Australia, saying goodbye to my family and friends. There's a lot of overtime work, but there's no overtime pay. Like I'm writing emails at 1 a.m. sometimes in bed because I'm just more invested in it. I care more about it. And it's certainly not because of the money I'm making. It's what I want to be doing. When things are going great, you're ecstatic. When they're going bad, you're absolutely devastated.
I think the only pressure comes from within me, which is like my own ego, maybe, because engineers may be more high status than a teacher. So
In some ways, but maybe.
But then for that status, you sacrifice maybe time, you sacrifice other things, maybe higher stress.
其实我比较好奇，人在什么样的情况下能够有勇气去尝试新的东西，挑战自己？那 Braden 是这样跟我分享的。
I lost a very close family member in my late teens, and that was kind of a bit of a trigger to start to think about life is really short. I shouldn't be doing things that I'm not happy with, things that I don't really want to be doing. This could be gone at any second. And that triggered a few years of thinking about what do I really want to be doing with my life. And one thing I've sort of thought was that I want to have an adventure. I want to have an interesting life. I want to be able to look back at my time and think, hey, that was an amazing ride, an amazing experience.
其实到最后，我特别想问他们有没有什么建议能够给到，比如说正在因为内卷而感到焦虑，或者只是感到压力很大、很迷茫，不知道要怎么办，有没有什么他们可以分享的？
I would say it's more important to invest your time and effort into doing things that you can genuinely enjoy doing over the course of your entire life than it is to focus on money or making the people in your life happy or proud. They are not the people who are going to live in your life. They are going to be observing it from the outside. You're the only one who knows really like and how you really feel and what you really want.
They say you should divide everything in your life up to the things you can control and the things you can't control, and then just don't worry about the things you can't control.
Okay.
You don't want to get to old age and be an old person and have lots of regrets. It's about balance, I think, everything in life. I think, I like Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah, I know that.
So once you've transcended the first couple of levels and you've got your material needs taken care of, then it's about self-esteem, self-expression, and then ultimately self-actualization or transcendence.
最后呢，我也和他们都分享了一下我在做什么。
Yeah, that's also what I'm doing right now. Because I study in the United States for college, and because of the pandemic, I switched to online courses, which obviously is very expensive and not really worth the money. And so I decided to take a gap semester, and I moved to Shanghai because I got an internship here, and it's also a 6-month-long internship. So I rented a place. Also, I have a lot of friends in Shanghai, so I got to really have this brand new experience, and living out on my own and working, having a very regular weekday schedule, and see what the city has to offer. And it's been like a great experience for me. It also helped me to decide where I would like to work for full-time employment after I graduate from college.
So that's it. 也借这个机会和大家分享我这半年休学实习的一点点小感受吧。我之后可能会再出专门的视频来分享我的这段经历。如果这个视频对你有启发或者有帮助，记得帮我1键3连。那我们就下期再见，拜拜。